Now, back to this quote with Viganò and Bishop Barron. Viganò responds, the Holy Father states apodictically that to defend the true tradition of the church today means to defend the council, and that we must remain faithful to the today of the church. These two propositions, which complement one another, find no support in the tradition, since the church's present is always indissolubly linked to her past, end quote. So Viganò, right off the bat, says to Bishop Barron, this quote by Benedict XVI, whom I revere, does not have any support in Catholic tradition. So we're just going to take it and we're going to set, maybe we don't crumple it up and throw it in the round wastebasket, but maybe we're just sort of, I'll take a pass off that, slide it back across the table. That's what Viganò does here. And then what Viganò does next is very theological, very orthodox, and very sound. I like it a lot. Here's what Viganò says. The church is comprised of three dimensions, one triumphant in heaven, one militant on earth, and one suffering in purgatory. These three dimensions of the same church are closely linked, and it is clear that the triumphant and the purgative dimensions exist in a metahistorical or metatemporal, metaphysical reality. Triple meta. Whereas only the militant church has a today, a contingency given by the passage of time, that nothing can change her essence, her mission, and above all, her doctrine. Amen. Therefore, there is no church of today in which yesterday is now irredeemably past and tomorrow has not yet happened. What Christ taught yesterday, we repeat today, and as vicars will profess tomorrow. That the martyrs witnessed to yesterday, we guard today, and our children will confess tomorrow. Oh, man, that's worthy of a coffee mug right there, Archbishop Viganò. I like that. You see, and I've been hearing this too on social media the past couple weeks. Golly, on things like the death penalty, people say, well, in the past, the church condemned it, but the new teaching is that it's always inadmissible. That doesn't work, guys. We're Catholic. We don't believe in progressive revelation. Progressive revelation means that over time, there is new revelation. Now, that was true in the Old Covenant, but it climaxed, the covenant's climaxed in the New Covenant, in the blood of Christ. Since the death of the last apostle, there are no new dogmas. They can be defined, for example, in the Niceno-Constantinopolitan Creed, the Council of Trent, the canons of the Council of Trent, the Seventh Ecumenical Council about the reverence of images, yes. Even the dogma of the Assumption, which we celebrated yesterday, was not dogmatized till 1950, but it happened in the first century, and Christians have believed it all along. We don't get to make up anything new or subtract anything we don't like. And I think Viganò is correct to criticize Pope Benedict for saying, to defend the true tradition of the church today means to defend the council. We must remain faithful to the today of the church, not the yesterday or tomorrow. No, that's not true. It's just not true. If you're in the comments section right now and you believe it's not true, say it's not true. We are committed to the yesterday of the church. We believe in a perennial layout of doctrine and dogma. There is no doctrine of today that is distinct from the doctrine of the first century. That's why I became a Catholic. I didn't think that Luther could have justification by faith alone, the new doctrine in the 1500s. Or the Eucharist is just a symbol in the 1500s. Protestants were saying, well, we have the faith of now. Mormons say, well, we have the faith now. Catholics say our faith is identical to the faith of the Catholics in the 1300s, 900s, 500s, 300s, and 100s. That's Catholic. That's being Catholic. Somehow, this idea of the church today, or to defend the tradition, is to defend not all the councils, The quote says, the council. Vatican II is a meme. It carries with it more than what it says. And in a way, it's a totem. It's the only thing you can't touch. And Archbishop Viganò has learned that for sure.